This recipe is called pocket pizza. It is not a yeast bread, it's a quick bread, and it won't take quite as long as if you were making a yeast bread. This is individual little pocket pizza, and the first thing you have to do is make the pizza dough. So I have a cup of flour in my bowl, and it says to beat in 1 cup of flour, a 1/3 cup of milk, which is what I have here, 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 teaspoon of baking powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Baking powder is the leavening agent. That's what's going to make it rise. It gives it a little bit of a lift. So I'm going to stir this all together. And it will form a dough. It leaves the bowl. And I want to get all that flour mixed in here. Sometimes when you make this would be considered a quick bread. When you make quick breads, you will cut the shortening in, and sometimes this one obviously doesn't have solid shortening, it has oil. So I'm going to gather this into a ball. This is different than pie dough, where you do want to work it because you want to develop the gluten, the protein in the flour, just a little bit. So I'm going to put it on a lightly floured surface. Not a lot of flour, we don't get too much more flour in, but I'm going to knead this. So this is a little bit like yeast dough. So what you do is get it in a nice ball, fold it in half towards yourself, push away with the palm of your hand. Give it a 1/4 turn, fold it toward you, push away with the heel of your hand. 1/4 turn, fold it toward you, push away with the heel of your hand. 1/4 turn. We do this about 10 times. And if it starts sticking, you need to get a little more flour underneath. This really works the flour and all the ingredients in. And this is a very dry dough. It's not very moist at all. Now, the next step is to put it in a ball, cover it with your bowl, and let it set for 10 minutes. This has been resting for 15 minutes, and so I'm going to take the cover off, the bowl off of it, and roll it out. It says to roll in a 12-inch circle, so I'm going to just take my rolling pin. And when you roll, remember, roll from the middle out, lift on the edges, and if you roll in all different directions, you can get it nice and round. And that's the idea, is you want a round pizza. This is almost what you'd call a calzone, if you've ever had one of those. It's kind of a fold-over pizza. And it does take a little work to get this rolled out. And I like to lift my dough every so often just to make sure it's not sticking. I don't have much flour down, so it's not getting extra flour. 12-inch circle, 12-inch diameter. And that's about as far as it's going to go. It doesn't want to go any farther. And on your cookie sheets at school, it says to take and grease them. Now I'm using my stones, so stones you do not have to grease. So I'm going to lay it in here. So I'll lay it this way. Fold it in half, bring it over, and then open it up. Now I'm going to come over here and start filling my pizza. Oh, I didn't open this. Well, this is my handy little tool that I use when I can't get a jar open, which is most of the time. It's been the best tool for me, very handy to use. And so the directions said to prepare this pizza dough and then to brush the top of this with oil. So I'm going to take a pastry brush and just gently brush, but not get it all the way to the sides, because we're going to have to fold this over and seal the edges. And if we oil them, then they're not going to seal. So it's really important not to get it that far. And then it says layer the remaining ingredients on half of the circle. So you'll take some pizza sauce, and that's why on the ingredient list it shows two amounts of pizza sauce, because you're gonna put some down first, and then you'll layer other ingredients, and then you'll go back and add more pizza sauce. And I think I should grease the other side of this. So I'll do that right now. The next thing is mozzarella cheese, and I've already grated this, so I'll put, it calls for a half cup, then another half cup. So I put all 1 cup together, so I'll put half of this on right now. Like I said, stay away from the edges so you can get this thing pricked shut, sealed shut. I don't want sausage on it, so I'm going to put the pepperoni. Little onion. Do you like onion, Larry?
Love onion.
Okay. Larry gets to eat this. And I was supposed to get some garlic powder, so hold on a second while I get garlic powder. Okay, I'm just going to sprinkle just a little bit, a little extra flavoring there. Okay, that's all you need, is just a little. Let's see, then what do? Then I put some more pizza sauce on top of it. I'm afraid this is going to ooze out. And the rest of the mozzarella. Okay. It says turn the edge of the lower, you're going to fold the dough over the filling. Man, is it full. And I'm going to fold the edge over the top and press it together. It doesn't want to press too easily. And I did have my oven preheating already, so it's at 425, so it's hot, ready to go. So as soon as I get this done, it will be ready to bake. And I have a little leakage there, which may keep it from sealing. That's why I said to keep it back from the edge, and evidently I didn't have it back quite far enough. Then you need to take a fork and prick this so that any air will escape. Otherwise it'll explode, and all your filling will come out the side. So you want to make sure you get holes in the top of this dough. Okay. And we're going to bake it for 20 to 25 minutes until it's golden brown. And that is the pocket pizza. So it goes in the oven. It looks like that. And we'll put it in the oven and check it when it gets done. I used my Trivection oven, which is a speed bake oven, so this baked in 7 minutes instead of your regular 20-25. So I'm going to pull it out, and it did run out like I was afraid it would, but it was so full. Let me turn it around. My suggestion to you would be maybe not to fill it quite so much pizza sauce, but it smells wonderful, it looks wonderful, and I think Larry's really going to enjoy this. So this is the pocket pizza.